Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Mary Jo. Thank you for everyone who's been subscribing. Welcome new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, maybe you might think of it and get notices from YouTube. They'll let you know when all my videos are up, so this way you won't miss anything that I'm doing for the eclipses, especially this is eclipse season, the equinoxes, and any of the moon cycles. And I don't get your emails, so I won't solicit you in any way. But thank you one and all again. I'm so grateful to everyone who's been with me from the beginning and helping my channel to grow. This is our solar return for Pisces 2017. Some people are saying it's moving into the sun on the 18th, but I'm going to go with, so I don't want to argue with anyone. It doesn't matter to me. The 18th or 19th of February through March 19th or 20th, 2017 is our Piscean solar return. So happy solar return, Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces. I'm doing a modified Celtic cross here. The full one usually goes out about 9 months, and I pulled one of the oracle cards from our fairy oracle for you. I really feel like I need to jump in on this one. I was very hurried setting it up, and I felt like I had a lot to come out, so I hope this is going to help you. Now remember, if it's your Pisces sun, moon, ascendant, and even your north node placement for any of you, and it's just fun even to just look in on any of the solar returns if you'd like to. Now I'm doing with the Decanates of Pisces. So now the Decanates are 10 days. So those 10-day cycles, 10, 20, 30. So the first 10 days of Pisces. The first Decanate is February 18th or 19th this year to February 28th or 29th, depending if it's leap year or not. Your keyword is imagination. Your constellation is Pegasus, the winged horse who bears the rider of good fortune, and your subruler is your actual ruling planet of Neptune. The second decanate is going to be, let's just say March 1st through March 10th. It would vary. Your keyword is compassion, and your constellation is Cygnus, the swan, also called the Northern Cross. The swan is the celestial symbol of grace and beauty, and your subruler is the moon. Your third decanate, or 10 days, is March 11th through March 20th, and your keyword is action. The constellation is Cepheus, the monarch who rests 1 foot on the pole star. He symbolizes constancy, and your subruling planet is Pluto. Now, as a Piscean, okay, you are a water sign, and you are ruling the 12th house. And the 12th house and Pisces is the most mystical of all the 3 water signs. Okay, it's a highly psychic sign, very compassionate. You do have a lot of secrets. You hold a lot back that you don't share with people, and that could be your own undoing, because it does rule your own undoing. The 12th house is karma also, things you bring from other lives. It's that father time, things that you pay for from the past into this life. It is also artistic talent, very creative people. Piscean people, usually music is a key thing for them. But you are a feminine water mutable sign, okay? And your ruling planet is Neptune. The glyph looks like 2 arches that are lined through it. It's the fish tied together. It also rules the human feet, the part of the anatomy that you rule, so be careful of your feet for injuries. It looks like 2 crescent moons connected by a straight line. It's emotion and your higher consciousness tied to and limited by the material world. But your key word, your dominant key word is I believe, and your polarity in the astrology is Virgo, because you're the sign of dreams and mysticism. So you usually trust your intuition and feelings, or at least that would be helpful to you in your life instead of delving into the darker secrets, but embrace the spiritual values in life. Virgo is the opposite, and it's a sign of work and service. Virgo people deal like in facts and reality. They're very practical, and they strive for material success. So that is your opposite. Doesn't mean you don't get along, but these are the poles. This is what you need to integrate into your life and balance, as Virgo does with Pisces. Okay, but so be careful with your feet. You usually have nice, beautiful, sensitive feet, but you could be prone to aches and pains, bunions, corns. So bad fitting or ill fitting shoes are really a hazard for people in your sign. So just be aware of that too. So let's go on with your beautiful solar return reading here. Now we have in the immediate past 3 weeks to 3 months, we have the Page of Wands. Now, the pages are the messengers, but they also like student energy. It could be a young person in your life that's under 18 also, and this is either a fire sign, moon, rising, the ascendant, or even North Node. So we have our Aries or our Leo or Sag. So for some of you, this is involving a young person fitting that in your life and something's come up or is very highly elevated right now in this area of your life or has been in the last cycle of your life going into this cycle. So it's going to mean different things for different people. It's a general reading to do this solar return. But we know that this is a highly energetic individual, great ideals, very creative. They seem very empowered with all this yellow, and we do have the lizards on our young page here, and that's very like the Leo, the king in this deck is wearing almost the same clothes. This is the very youngest energy. But we do have the lizards or salamander, and that is about transformation and metamorphosis. So whatever it is in the past, if it's talking about a young child in your life in this year or going forward, there will be a metamorphosis, a change going on with this child being very empowered, more grounding stability. This is a person who loves the outdoors. They like maybe warmer weather. They love nature. They love other living creatures. I don't like saying animals because really, even humans are animals, but other life. They love other life beings and they are attracted to them and respond to this individual. Very loving in that way. But like I said, very creative and good ideas. This is that young male, masculine energy, whether it's male or female involved. Now, if it's not involving a child for you in this transformation, then it's something with you are needing to engage in. So something has happened and stirred with you in the last 3 weeks to 3 months, where you feel this childlike youthful energy, this inquisitive need to change, adventure, seeking out the truths, being curious, looking to know. This is very different energy for Pisces because you have that watery emotion. This is a very fiery energy. That's like a child just learning how to crawl and walk. A child that's just come into this world and is brand new and wants all the attention and all the affection and all the love and wants to explore. Now remembering that this wand, this wand's bearing page is like that Prometheus energy, the keeper of the flame, the god of fire. This is man's light, his energy. It is the power to create. So this energy is for someone who's embodying or needs to embody these energies. No matter what, this is the keeper of the flame. They epitomize this energy of fire. So it could even be that you've been feeling geared up, because thinking of the last few readings, we talked about putting a fire under us. Some of you are feeling the flames, that fire, like the Holy Spirit engages you. Whatever it is that's inciting you, you're becoming very creative, or you need to be creative, or stronger, or feeling more empowered here with this flame. And it's time to take the staff and walk with it. You've been putting around with this for a long time. This is putting the pedal to the metal, putting your foot forward, and going with the staff to lead you and guide you. All the life energy is still there. The creative allspark, divine masculine. For some of you, it is in creating something, a new life like a child, a new life for yourself, but you're starting new like a child, you're a student. For many, it is students learning something new, but they're feeling excited about it and in the wonder of it all. So let's put that in a general snapshot because that's a lot with the page energy. Okay, it is so fresh, exciting, and new. It is definitely you feeling the need to create something, put your energy into something that you feel very passionate about, but it's going to take root and form for you. You're going to establish yourself here. So you got both hands on the staff of the wand. So you're really looking to take control here. You see, you're holding on. And look at how you're really looking at this staff. So you know that all of this divine, beautiful, masculine, creative, seed, life, fiery, passionate energy, you've got a hold on it. You are in control of this. You are going to make manifest that which you desire. This year is going to be a huge, huge leap for Pisceans, starting out with a young fire energy, but let's see where it goes. Now remember, youthful energy can go amiss, and we could misuse or misunderstand our energy and powers, and that's okay. It's part of the process. But what our goal is here is for you to actually mature in this energy. And it's about reigniting, even for some of you that have lost your fire on something, it's reigniting it. Because the keeper of the flame, the embers are always burning. And just a gentle blow of wind can reignite the fire. So these flames are to just keep going. But for you too, it's very transmuting energy. It is about you changing. I feel like I've got so much to say with this reading that my mind is working faster than my mouth can. So please excuse me. It's very excited energy. I feel really excited to bring this reading to you. So let's focus on the change. We know you're going to be like the alchemist. You're awakened. You're transmuting energies from the old. It's about being adaptable. But look at all this yellow and orange and red. So you're a fire. You're a flame. We do have this blue knowledge here. That's that cooling, calming energy on the crown chakra. I definitely believe in that, cooling the fire in your head, because sometimes, like I said, the flames just go crazy. You need to keep it under your hat, under control, they're saying. But you definitely have the creative juices flowing. You're feeling empowered and strengthened. You feel like you're changing. You're very grounded, okay? But you definitely feel like you're going forward somewhere here with your thoughts and ideas taking root. Now, we do have a very mature energy here, and that's leading to this. Now, for some of you, if it was this young person, you are this parent or this guardian figure to this parent, you know, and you feel like you've worked very hard on this relationship and it's starting to take root. You're going to harvest the labors that you put into it. If this was a sick child, or it was you trying to have a child, or a troublesome child, a child that had difficulties. Okay, this is saying here for you, with this respect, all the hard work you put into this is going to pay off for you this year. This year, both of you are going to feel a lot of progress. It's like everything took root, but look, you're going to reap the harvest. Look at all those grapes. Look at all of this beautiful, beautiful bounty for you. And it's established here. The vines are established. So it's years of work. I want to see if I see anything else in here. Solid foundation. Oh, and look at, I never noticed that before. The foot is, oh, the foot. Pisces rules the feet. Look at how well protected your foot is here, Pisces. You're covered in armor. So Spirit is saying you're very well protected and you're very well grounded. So with that, we know this relationship is now, all the work is paying off and you're feeling great about it, and you could be at peace with this relationship, whatever this was here. For others of us, what this is talking about with our ideas, really making manifest. Remember I was saying be careful if it's a youthful energy. You could go like awry sometimes. You could just start doing cuckoo things or just get out of control because you're so excited, like I am right now, just very excited. So I have to be careful of slowing down to speak what my mind is rushing for me to say. That's like that. This is the energy that you're really established and taking control, because this king don't play. He is very focused. He's grounded energy because this king is an earth element. He is good counsel to others. Financially, for some of you, this is about reaping the bounty of all the ideas you had financially. Others of you, it's third dimensional stuff. That house you've been looking for, the car, the vacation home, whatever you can make manifest. Something you did with your hands, artists, writers, singers, music bands. Oh, vocation or trade, electricians, you know, plumbers, any vocation or trade, any art or craft that you could do with your hand. Whatever this is that you do with your hands, you're a hairstylist, you're a florist, whatever that you love. And if it's a student, this is about you coming to full maturation. So some of you maybe started out last year and you're culminating with your degree, PhD, master's, whatever it is that you're working on, a thesis. This is really coming into play. But you see how very well established you are here? This is a mature energy in yourself. I'm not saying you're old, but maturation. That you've got that energy there, uncontrolled, and you're able to like take your wand and wield the magic power. You're seeing the results of your manifesting coming through, and your ideas, because remember, it starts in your head, that fire coming to you. So this year, it looks like many of you are going to start to see it's harvest time for you. It will be different for each of you. I mean, that would be a personal reading to try and figure out when it would be and where it's going to hit in your house and what house it will be, because as the planets transit, it will change for each and every one of us. It's a snapshot of our lives. But with this king here, of Pentacles, it's more a third decan of Aries and the first two of Taurus. So for some of you, if I give you an idea, it would be April 11th through May 10th with this King of Pentacles that you see things coming to play. Now that is what covers you. What's crossing you? We have this Five of Swords. Now this energy, a lot of people go, oh crap, the Five of Swords. Yeah, we know it feels like you got robbed here. But this is going to be in a past tense. So this was January 20th to 29th when Venus was in Aquarius for some of us. That 5 is the uncertainty. Now we're thinking we got robbed. This person or something we did. There's a lot of clouded issue here. I see that wind looks like it's blowing. Things are like in the movement. Like the clouds aren't puffy and like stationary. I don't have a card to show you like that. But these, you know, like when the wind goes across the sky, it pulls the clouds. So you know that it's moving so quickly, even though we don't see it or feel it on Earth, it's going. This is going to blow by. Right now, there's a lot of uncertainty here. You feel like you got robbed or cheated, or you cheated or robbed somebody. And maybe you did. Look, we're not perfect little angels, okay? We have part of that darkness in us, and that's just who we are. It's for balance. So if you did this to someone else and you're feeling remorseful, okay, make amends. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because we don't need to make you feel guiltier about it if you're feeling guilty about it. Process it, okay? Forgive yourself, ask for forgiveness, and then it's not up to you to think of what the other person thinks of you if you're truly in your heart sorry, okay? What they think of you is none of your business. What you think of you. Move past this. Now, if someone has done this to you, Spirit is saying the best advice is the same thing, because you're creating so much here. That 5 energy, you're looking to the past, and you could also look to the future, but you want to find balance on that rocker, that 5 energy. Create a beautiful, dynamic number that you are. So take the swords of your thoughts and your words, or even how you write. Maybe you can write things down, write an apology, even if it's a letter you don't send out, or you send it to the universe. You know, like that message in a bottle that Sting sings about. Okay, just put it out there. Others of you, you can speak to these people, because look at who you've wounded here in the background. You see how they've turned their back on you? Some are angry or hostile toward you. They want nothing to do with you. Others are very upset about what happened, and you're not looking very smug about it. I don't know if you know how to deal with this. You might be at a loss, because especially Pisces, you know, they have a lot of secrets, but they are their own undoing. You create these enemies in your life, or hidden enemies. You're always on the low vibration. Otherwise, you're very compassionate. So whatever this is has been done to you. Everyone sees it for what it is. No one is the winner in this. You know, you still see there are things left here, unsaid, unspoken words. You may have acted out harshly, or, you know, you may have perpetrated harsh words here, sarcasm. You might have been trying to cut someone like a razor with your tongue. Others of you, it's what you've been thinking, self-destructive thoughts. It's time to stop, they're saying. Put the sword down, and if these are still here, let it go. It's not serving your highest purpose, and it's not what you think it is anyway. If someone has wronged you, or someone has perpetrated something against you, all right, and you know that it's been done, but you don't know why, or even if you did it, you don't know why. That's something you need to deal with and figure out, all right? But if this is something that's even from what you've brought into your life yourself, like you did this, like I said, you've gone a little bit haywire with this energy, you know, and maybe you got a little too cocky and high and mighty and you hurt somebody. It's part of life. Ask for forgiveness and forgive yourself. Try and make amends. Use this energy to create something that will help it to pass. I don't mean ignore it. Work it through, heal it, and then accept it as part of your life's journey, your earth walk now. Some of you, it looks like too that, you know, you're looking to take up a relationship with someone or a partnership, and you're not really certain of their noteworthiness. You're right to question that, because they could be a good ally for you if you could learn how to control the way you want to control everything. If you can be on an equal basis with this person, it could be successful. Again, that uncertainty. What are you creating here? You're creating enemies, maybe. You're creating a barrier between you and other people. You need to talk more and clear the air. Like, this is very different energy for everybody. I'm like getting a lot of different things here. This reading feels like Pisceans need this really, really wicked hard. I'm looking toward the cards coming. It's hopefully it'll be something more cleansing for you. But I really feel it will be a lot of transmutation of energy. You're going to be exiting a lot of people from your life in the last year or two that you've had in your life, or maybe something that's been going on in the last 9-year cycle. Since we are in 2017, it is the one energy creating something. So there will be cutting ties with a lot of people too, they're saying. People you're going to eliminate from your life, and you won't regret that. It's just, don't be malicious. Be fair and above board with these people. And if they have hurt you, know that they have, and it's best for you to let it go, because otherwise, if you keep this hatred and anger with you and seek vengeance, it's like taking a smoldering coal and trying to throw it at that person to burn them, and all you're doing is burning yourself. Let's look at it this way. You need to feel more empowered and grounded and stable. Okay, we have a lot of green here. So it could be green with envy, they're showing me. Green with envy. Maybe you want to live the life someone else has, or take what someone else has, or they took it from you. Again, this is something that you've got to release from yourself and from that other person. Regain your grounding. See that red? Get more grounded here. Get more stable. Feel your empowerment in your stability, in your grounding. Because letting that person know they have no control of you is the most powerful thing that you can do for yourself, and giving your mind peace. So stop talking about this in a negative way. Let it go with love, anger, whatever it is you feel, but let it go after you process it. Okay, you need to release that, because everyone is going to see it for what it is. What they did to you, what you did to them, doesn't matter. But the outcome is that you see yourself and can look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm at peace with this, and let it go. And that would help you with this energy too. That is a very mature thing to do. Not everybody can do that, let things go. Because we have another page energy here in our foundation. But this is the younger energy, the Page of Pentacles. So this is starting something new. So let's say this was this cycle that's going on in the first few months of your life, especially with the Five of Swords, because we said that was back in January 20 to 29. So this is going to be passing the energy. You know, we did have this eclipse in Leo. We have the 26th eclipse in Aquarius, and those energies go out for 6 months. They happen sooner this year than usual. Usually it's in March, the eclipses. So let's just say you've got things eclipsing in your life, but a lot of them is going to be your mental anguish, the way you've been speaking and treating others or letting them talk to you, but also your emotions, which have been very secretive. You need to come out more with them, because this is going to be very slow and steady for you with this Page of Pentacles. It's something you have to work hard at. You need to feel more empowered and more grounded here. You know, you're on fertile ground. It's not like you can't do this. It's like you're afraid and don't want to trust. This is a time for you to grab a hold of this. Set your thoughts, okay? Like set the sights on something. What is it that you want to do to make yourself more grounded and stable, emotionally, mentally, physically, material, whatever it is in life? Focus on this. You can do this. You know, you have this green cloak on. It still feels, it keeps saying envy to me. And I'm sorry, because maybe a lot of you don't feel that, but some of you this makes sense for. There's a lot of envy in your life. You want what the other guy has. It's like keeping up with the Joneses. And you're working hard at it. But really, is it self-destructive to live in a world of competition and envy? Okay, that's for some of you. For others of you, it is about, this green is that of that fertility. It is about grounding energy. So for now, why don't you just concentrate, you know, on your craft, on your art, on your vocation, your trade, your health, your relationship, you, spirituality, your schooling, whatever it is. If you can start one thing at a time, just as a student, do it now. And try to make this manifest. Now, this is in your foundation. So this year is going to be a year of you starting something new in yourself, beginning to transform yourself. It's about letting go of all this other stuff, you know, that doesn't serve you. And for all of you, it's going to mean something different. I realize that. But for some of you, again, it's going to involve a young person who's becoming a good student, grounded in learning. For some of you, you're starting a brand new vocation or trade. It's like you threw caution to the wind. You're cutting yourself free from these people and ideas and paradigms that you had and not believing in them because you want to get to this king that's fatted with joy and abundance and blessings in your life. So you're ready to throw in the reins of whatever it was that you were taught as a child in your foundation that you should be. You're letting it all go and you're going to decide now, I'm a very empowered being. I am godlike energy source and I am going to create my new future. Your eye is on the prize and your focus. This is the energy of the earth epitomized here. This is making manifest. So it is like the young Magi making things happen for you. And the Page of Pentacles is that earth energy. So we have that Taurus energy or Virgo and Capricorn. Very hard working at what? Manifesting things in their life. Perfection, analyzing it, long term. So, and for some of you, it's about news coming to you about this event in a way that is going to help you. Some of you, it's going to be about money to help you with this situation. Some of you, it's grounding energy and peace to help you. Some of you, it's a new healing modality to help you with the situation. Messages of healing the relationship, the apology, the acceptance of the apology, the forgiveness. So try and put it in a general reading as what it could be. But this is in the foundation, so this is very key right now. You know, and you have all this red turban around there too. So we know that even your mind is grounded. Where here the blue is knowledge and it's cooling, calming energy. Here it's a flame with a fire, but you're feeling, and from the crown chakra, which is the opposite of that root, you're feeling very grounded mentally, that what's coming in from source, you're aligned with. And you're using it to manifest. So this year is going to start out, if it hasn't already for you, with you redefining what you want in your life and how you're going to get it. And that will be through spirit. It won't be as much as you making it happen, like actually laboring for it, but it's going to be more about you making it happen with your mind. You honing in your energies and bringing that which you wish to manifest into your life from spirit, source, higher self, God, whatever you call that power, that when you desire something and long for it, that it appears in your life, that is the thing that you're going to be drawing on. You know, and here with what Spirit is saying, we have the Four of Swords. Now, we did have the Five of Swords here, so I kind of like we're going in this direction. It's saying that you're going to stop. See how the swords were coming at you? But they weren't killing you. All right, but the three swords were coming down on you. This is your thoughts and your words, but this is also suspicion, doubt. This is when people talk about you behind your back, gossip, worry, fear, anything you can create in that beautiful mind of yours, stopping it. It's over now. You see the sword is laying at your side, again in this yellow empowered energy. You've said what you've had to say, you've done what you had to do, and you're done with the woods. So now you're feeling empowered. It's a time for you to rest. And this card does indicate resting. And it's saying you need to do this because you're going to let this is going to lay you out. This mental anguish here is just going to, it's going to get you sick. Some of you could wind up truly like depressed in the hospital, sick. Anxiety, worry is very destructive. So Spirit is saying it's time to let that go. Put down the sword. It's time for you to rest with this. And this is Jupiter in Libra. Hello, Jupiter is in Libra, and it is retrograde right now. During the retrograde, it is time for us to review things. Jupiter is expansion and growth. Libra is harmony, balance, and also justice. So for some of you, it's a legal situation that's been doing you got wronged. Okay, it's time to end it. It will be ending for you, actually. It will be ending for you, and you can rest from it and put down the sword. And since it is Jupiter, you've expanded and grown from this. Now, you may not have gotten the results that you wanted if it was a money settlement, or even if it was more important to just be winning in favor. Let's just say you're going to be satisfied, because Libra energy is about harmony and balance, but it's about compromise. So whatever the legal result is here, you might not have gotten what you wanted, but you're going to get what you needed, and you're going to feel satisfied with it. For others of you, it is about your health being restored, relationship being restored. It is a time of rest and respite for you. Your mind will be at peace for a time being. It's not forever and ever. So you've got a lot of stuff coming off these last 9 years. You're starting a whole new cycle here with the ending in the misery that you've been putting yourself through, or others have been putting yourself to and perpetrating against you. This is a time for you to just heal take a little vacation or a staycation at home, you know, a weekend getaway, a run away from the house or whatever for a few hours. Go to that sacred space, that special place, and get some rest. And that's that Neptunian energy. Be careful not to imbibe in alcohol. That's very Neptunian. Floating in water. I got this coral here too for you. So to give you some peace, taking salt baths to rest, release, replenish. Salt baths will detoxify the body. If you're sitting in the water for like 45 minutes, it'll not only cleanse and purge, it'll also release inflammation. And then, like I say, when you open the drain, imagine from your crown through your body and prana down out your feet, my Pisceans, out your feet, down into the drain. Let Mother Earth take all that negativity, worry, fear, and pain from you. Because boom, in the next 3 weeks to 3 months, hallelujah, you have the sun. And I like to see this because when the sun pops up for the solar return readings, that is spirit just blessing you. And believe me, after this mishigas you got going here, this craziness, loco, you know, pazzo, trelos, whatever language you want to say it in, my God, dear Pisces, you have had a very rough 9-year cycle, some of you, and if you've been blessed only within the last year, but it's been very intense. I have to tell you, my pool is bubbling right now. I'm outside, and I think Spirit is trying to get my attention. It doesn't usually make this noise when it goes on, and it's taking a long time, and that's very Neptunian, the water element. So they're getting your attention to say things that have been bubbling in your life that are bubbling and coming to the surface now to clear and be at peace. This has been bubbling and brewing the darkest, deepest depths of you, raging and turbulent, or even repressed and boiling up underneath. Just came bubbling up to the surface, they're saying. And it shall be released, and you shall have a period of calm. And you've grown so much from this. So enjoy the peace. Let the sun shine on you. This is a beautiful card. This is you starting anew. This is purging, purifying, cleansing. Feeling grounded, empowered, Spirit's always there to guide you. Childlike, renewed energy, here and here. Freedom, fearlessness, blessings, joy. Coming into achievement within the next 3 weeks to 3 months. So you should see progress made in your life, but it's going to feel like you've been re-energized and recharged. Now, the sun rules Leo. We just had the Leo eclipse, and we are in the Leo Aquarius polarities. We're going to have the Aquarius February 26th solar eclipse in Pisces. So this is appropriate to it, Leo. It's about having courage. This is the heart of the matter for you. This is being bold and courageous, but it's being a generous, childlike, innocent, creative, recreation, fun, pleasure. Okay, that is very Leo in energy. We have the solid wall here, so you're surrounded by stability, strength, reinforcements, they're saying. And the beautiful sunflowers are a very spiritual flower of earth and of humankind. It represents all that we are made manifest. It nurtures the earth, it nurtures us. And this is the energy with this card. You're feeling loved and nurtured. This is, like I said, been a very interesting, tumultuous year, and it's spilled into this year so far. But starting your solar return, you're going to start to feel a blessing. And boy, do you really need it. This has been, of the 12 that I've done for this whole year, this one has been one of the most intense ones. I felt like I had to say so much, and it wasn't the positive messages. So I'm trying to bring you these messages that are challenges, trials, and tribulations in the most positive of ways for you. Let it keep bubbling up to the surface because it needs to. Things that have been bubbling up within you just need to come to the surface, and you need to release them. Until you do face them and embrace them, you're not going to feel this freedom, this childlike innocence, new life, new cycle. If you're holding on to all this past stuff with enemies or vengeance or envy or jealousy or rage, it's not going to bring you this. You need to stir this up, face it, and even if you are not able to heal it, accept it as a part of you and your life experience in this earth walk. And what have you learned from it? Because until you let go of this sack of potatoes or heal this or embrace it as part of the journey, you're not going to get to this. And this year is a year for you because this is the future. Other times I get it here or here. Having it here is saying it's coming. So you've got to work for this. And again, it's not about doing a 60-hour work week. It's about you working on you, transmutating the energy, transmuting the negativity, and welcoming in the change. It's like that metamorphosis. And the sun is revital, new energy. It's passion. So new love, new great health, new job, new business, new experiences in life that are adventuresome and freedom feeling. You know, that you feel free, completely free and empowered here. This is really crazy intense. Holy mackerel. I feel like I want to even pull another card too. And we have far, far away. Let me see what the secret is here. Oh, mama. Okay, the secret to this reading for all of you Pisceans is the Tower. And the Tower is that of change. Change that is necessary. Change that is calling to you. This is Mars energy, okay? And this is about release of ego and arrogance. This is when the mighty in their tower come crumbling down, humbled by their own making. This is an enlightening bolt. It's enlightening you. And you see how the crown comes blowing off the top of the tower? These are people who have oppressed you or you have been the oppressor, and that is your karmic, this is very Piscean karma, release. This is necessary change for you Pisces. And I have to tell you, whether we like it or not, it is a necessary change. Cleanse is always done. It's the cycle of life. What must be broken down can be rebuilt. That must be destroyed can be renewed. This is something necessary. So it's either for you Pisceans, the Tower means that you've got to become humble, release your ego and arrogance, or others that have oppressed you shall be, well, I don't want to say smote, that's such an ancient word, angels and guides, but yeah, they will be humbled. And it's not for you to scorn and scour over them. It is for you to just watch as the cycles of life unfold. Those who are unjust will have justice. And you could say, well, when is it going to happen? Don't dwell in that, because you're dwelling in the misery instead of in the abundance. And when you dwell on when is this misery going to befall others, then you are not free to enjoy the abundance in your own life, because you're living in wanting something bad to happen to someone else. And we want to avoid that. We want to just say, let it go, let God deal with it. I wish them light and love. Stop wasting all your time thinking about them, because then they've got power over you. And just know, like you know, things shall be served. So cleanse that away in you. That's got to stop. That's got to change. You've got to let go. Let it go. If someone's out to get you, or you think you're got enemies, or you're out to get someone else, you're never going to have a beautiful, happy, beautiful, happy, beautiful, happy life. Let things go. For others that this doesn't make any sense to you, there's going to be enormous change for you this year. The cleansing of the old to make way for the new, and you will have a time to rebuild, something much better than before. Now the Oracle card is far, far away, and it's number 30. So we have this creative energy, exponentially greater. The 3 is very creative energy. So Pisceans, put your energies into something very creative. How about music, art, poetry, exercise, creative daydreaming? So put all that beautiful Neptunian energy that you have to fantasize, to daydream, to see life through rose-colored glasses, and instead focus on the life that you wish to have. Okay, you have all this pink around the fairy, so we know that is a loving, blushing color. Love, love, love. It's only love and fear. That's the only 2 places you can come from. All this gray here is very mutable. It's not black, it's not white. Mutable energy, that's you, Pisces, very mutable energy. You vacillate one day to the next, within the same day, you vacillate. You need to start focusing all of your thoughts and dreams onto something more positive. Maybe thinking of being far, far away from the misery in your life. Let's see what it says in the book, the Fairy Oracle. A tendency to daydream will be with you at this time, and this daydream will allow you to create, receive messages, send messages, and understand far more than you believe at present. Far, far away, others may say you have a lack of focus and you feel bored or short attention span. Maybe you're needing physical involvement to learn, or you have too much sitting still. While daydreaming is beautiful and enriching, it is important to ground these imaginings with endeavor End with craft. Bring the earth element and surprise everyone with the beauty of your creations. Now that's interesting because we have this earth element here and here. And we know that, like I said, you're prone to fantasizing. But instead of creating all the misery in your life, the lack of, the enemies, your own undoing, Pisces, concentrate out of this realm that you've created, because you have created the life you have right now, and bring yourself far, far away into the land of abundant blessings and love. Free from fear, free from what you perceive are enemies, and just fill your life with compassion so that you can achieve this land that seems so far, far away and bring it to you in the now this year. Whoa. Thank you, Spirit, for this very intense reading, and I wish you, Pisceans, I'm sending all my love and thoughts to you. I'll keep you in my affirmations day and night. Just know, like you know, everything is unfolding as it should in the universe. And though things seem bleak and terrible right now for you, they are the impetus for the change, the catalyst within you to cause your soul the maturation. And within this year, you'll look back and think, look how much I've learned in just 12 short months. And it shall be for you. I do wish you a happy birthday and happy solar return. And as always, I wish you the best.